Hey, welcome to my journey, my frugal journey. And today is menu plan grocery haul. I ain't gonna lie to you, I struggled this week. I was trying to decide, should I change my grocery day back to Wednesday? So since I'm now shopping around, whereas before I really wasn't shopping around, it was just basically Walmart and Food Line. But now that I'm actually getting out physically, going to the stores if they happen to have any good sales, should I wait and then do my main groceries, which are the cheapest from Walmart, and then go Wednesday during the day to pick up the sales? I thought, well, I'll wait and get my menu done Tuesday, because in the late afternoon, evening, whatever, they'll put out the sale papers for the next day. That's how they always did Harris Teeter. Always. When I was doing Harris Teeter pickup several years ago. Now it doesn't come out until midnight. Well, I didn't know that until it was already too late to do anything about my menu. It wasn't too late to do my menu, but I made it too late to get my groceries on Tuesday, I guess what I'm trying to say. Because I thought, well, I want to see if there's any meat sales, and then I can put the meat in my menu. But then I got to thinking, well, what does it matter if I put it in this week when it's on sale, or next Tuesday when it's the end of the sale, and then I have it. If I buy it Wednesday and my menu's already made, then I'll have it for next week's menu. So anyway, I got all fouled up. I got tired. I got sleepy. I didn't get it done. I didn't get to go back and look at it before it was time. I couldn't add anything else to my Walmart order because I woke up at 3:30 to go to the bathroom. I thought, oh, let me go in there and pop and look at my menu. And my eyes were like rolling around in my head. I couldn't do it. I had to go back to bed. So this week, I don't know. I hope it's going to be a good week. Let me just shut my mouth. We'll get on to it. So for today, breakfast is on the fly because I don't know what I'm going to make. And then last week, I didn't thaw out the Sloppy Joes. Last week, I just had some weird days. I didn't get anything done like I had planned. But I'm going to go in there when I get my breakfast up and get those Sloppy Joes out of the freezer. And I still have the hot dog buns to use it on. So it's the same plan as last week, but I'm going to execute it this week. And then for supper, I'm going to do some honey barbecue chicken. The bacon scallop potatoes I was supposed to have last night, but I forgot to thaw out my bacon. So I'm going to get that done today. And green beans. And then Thursday, I normally hold my prep off till the end, but I'm just prepping one thing. Overnight pancakes. I found a recipe that sounded very interesting. You make the overnight pancakes and keep it in the refrigerator to pull out throughout the week. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to get those made today so I can start eating on them tomorrow. And then Sloppy Joes. And supper, this is a new recipe, chicken in sour cream sauce. It uses bone-in chicken breast in the recipe, but I'm going to use my bone-in chicken thighs. Cream potatoes and okra. And then Friday, pancakes and Sloppy Joes, and then fig mustard chicken. Now, that's not necessarily a frugal recipe if you have to buy the fig jam, because it's not really cheap, but David likes it, and so I have some on hand, but he hadn't been eating a lot of jelly, but when he has, he's been eating the strawberry jelly that I made. So I need to use some of that fig jam up. So it's a really good recipe. And baked potatoes and beans, and then Saturday pancakes on the fly, because I think we're going to be down starting to put up our trellises for the garden just so they'll be there, because David's schedule, he can't really do anything during the week, so it's the weekends. So we figure we can get it made and get it started, and that way when everything starts taking off, it'll be there. It'll be ready. We won't have to rush to do it. It'll be done. So we're probably going to be down there. And then tacos, and my tortilla press came, so I'm going to make my homemade tortillas. Then Sunday, I made regular French toast this week, and we were talking about how we hadn't had our stuffed French toast in a long time. We're like, oh, that stuff is so good. So I'm going to make some this week. And lunch on the fly because it's Sunday. And then if you'll notice, I didn't say Hardee's on Saturday's breakfast. Now, that's what we like. But David told me last week, he said, you got to put Mayflower on the menu. He said, I got to have a fish plate. So he is having a major craving for a fish plate. So I thought we don't need to eat breakfast and Mayflower. So we're going to have Mayflower Sunday night. Then Monday, I wasn't sure what for breakfast. I just put eggs and I'll have something with it. Grits or toast, or I don't have any breakfast meat because I didn't buy any. If I make it to the store for something else, maybe I'll pick me some up. But and then lunch, I just put cottage cheese and fruit because I have some cottage cheese in there. I noticed when I was cleaning the refrigerator out yesterday, there was some cottage cheese pushed in the bag. I need to eat that up. And then for supper, it's been working out. A lot of Mondays are meatless Monday, and it's not on purpose. It's just where I gravitate to put my meatless dinners for some reason. But I'm going to make some tater dumplings, some greens, some beans, and some cornbread. And then Tuesday, I'm going to do eggs, and then cottage cheese and fruit. And for supper, half a chicken. Those ones that I fought with. And then, hold on just a second. Sorry about that. I get these dry spots in my throat. Broccoli au gratin, that's a new recipe. And some crock pot baked beans. And I've got to remember, I'll put notes this time. What I need to do, if I look at it, it really helps when you look at it. I need to make my navy beans Monday so I can make my baked beans on Tuesday. And then, like I said, the breakfast will be the overnight pancakes, and lunch real hard, thaw out some sloppy joes. So there's not going to be a prep video, but I will video my overnight pancakes in case you want to try those, because it's a really simple recipe. And any of these new recipes that I consider frugal, are y'all interested in seeing? A lot of my recipes, there's a portion of you who like to see recipes. They don't get a lot of views, which, I mean, that's fine. But are you interested in frugal recipes? Are you interested in seeing recipes? I haven't cooked on here in a while. I think because when it's coming time with me starting to cook back scratch, for the most part, when it comes time to cook, I'm just tired of the day already. And I don't feel like pulling my tripod in here and doing all that. But I need to get in the routine of, okay, this is how you cook. Just go on and film it. So I'm going to try to get better at that. All right. Well, groceries today are just from Walmart because I checked the ad at Food Line, Harris Teeter, and Publix. And there's nothing worth stocking up on. Nothing. Not one single solitary thing that we need is worth stocking up on. So that's all you get today. All right. Well, let's turn around and look at it. All right. Here is this week's groceries. This is what I consider staples, because these are things we're always going to have in the house. So this is not stock up. This is, we're always going to have it. So we're always going to have milk, almond milk, whatever kind of juice David wants that week. There's going to be a juice for his breakfast. And this week he wants the Tropicana, the orange juice. Half and half for my coffee. There's always going to be popcorn spray for my popcorn butter spray. I ran out, so I got a backup because I had to have a backup in case I run out and I forget to order it, or they're out. Sometimes they're out. And bananas. We always have bananas. He always has yogurt in the house. He might not have to buy it every week, but he always has some in the house. And then he always has his breakfast foods. This week he went for the turkey sausage, and he was out of hash brown patties, and then, of course, eggs. So that is all the staples. And then this is what I needed for meals. I needed some taters. I needed some okra, which my okra in the garden, I'm going to have a lot in the freezer, I hope. Some greens and some mushrooms. And that's it. That is my grocery haul. Now, we complain about grocery prices, and I guess we probably always will. Because if you're growing up in it, you don't know any better, but we know better. We know how it used to be. So I guess that's why we complain about it more. But I'm just curious if you think you know how much this was. You see, there's no meat. So if I wanted meat this week, I didn't get any meat. That was the stock up. There's, you know, this is it. $80. This right here. And this is all from Walmart. So that's like your baseline cheapest place. So I just thought you might be interested in that. Well, that does it for me this hump day. Hope you're having a good one. And I'll see you. Oh, my word. I'll see you when I see you.